What does the Ogilvy of Airlie tartan look like? Oh, I'm sorry. Why does that tartan look like it was designed by someone that may have licked a psychedelic toad? I didn't read that question beforehand.
So the Ogilvy of Airlie tartan is, it's actually a very, very old tartan. It was 1816, I think, when we looked it up.
Yes,
so
it's like 1816.
Yeah, it's an old official clan tartan. Bring that one up for me, Mr. Jordan. There we go. So that's a psychedelic toad right there. That's like the Ringling Brothers Barnum and Bailey Circus tartan.
It's even worse in ancient.
Oof! It's a spunky load of noodles. So it is also known as the Weaver's Nightmare. It's jokingly referred to as that because bring it back up for a sec.
Weaver's Nightmare.
Every single change in color is a change in bobbin. So, you lay out the warp threads, which are the ones essentially horizontal on the screen there, and then for the vertical threads, that is the weft, every single time there's a color change, you have to change to a different bobbin on the loom. And when you're doing this all by hand, that's a lot of freaking changes. So it's AKA the Weaver's Nightmare. I would say that not many tartans are this intricate. Not many tartans are that intricate. That's putting it nicely. But because even most of the other tartans back in that time period, the 1820s, 1850s, are much more simple.
Yeah.
There are some more complex ones, but most of them are pretty simple. Contemporary designs, certain...
They're all crazy go nuts.
Exactly.
Do anything.
Bob's your uncle. Like they're all over the place. So a lot of our designs are pretty intricate, not as box of crayons thrown on a floor look as that one. But there's a lot of thread changes, like for instance in the Appalachian folklore that we did, or things like that. So I'd say that there is a good version of that. But the massive amounts of color changes and bold colors, kind of, it's something.
I think the why, from a psychosocial standpoint, is probably because the clan lord the clan chief who wanted the tartan wanted to be different. It's got to be. I mean, there must have been other. They didn't design things specifically for people as much back then. It's more likely he went to Wilson's or somebody and saw some stuff sitting there or saw a sample book or whatever, and he was like, that's okay. No, I want to stand out. I want that because it's gonna make Angus feel jealous or feel like a loser because his tartan is boring by comparison. I feel there's some kind of a peacock factor with why that was chosen, I think, and I think that's still the case. People who like brighter colors, it's like the Loud McLeod fans. It's because you want to be in people's faces.
Yep.
And that's true throughout time. You always have people who are like that. So I think that's the emotional why. I just want to interrupt for a quick second to make sure that everybody out there realizes that a tartan does not have to look like a dog's dinner. If you want to try your hand at designing something better, something fun and original, we have a free tartan designer app on our website. Just go to usakilts.com and Tartan Designer, right?
Yep, it's right up in the navigation bar. You can design any tartan till your heart's content.
Yep, save them and look at them later for fun. It helps you fall asleep at night. I did find it interesting when we looked it up that the description said at the time that the chief of the clan laid his seal upon it.
Yeah.
And I'd never heard that verbiage before, but to officially adopt it, to lay your seal upon something, I thought that was kind of cool sounding. But I remember when Appalachian folklore, it was actually too complex at first, and you had to get in there with Julian and Emma and say, hey, you got to
tone it down.
This is too complicated for the weavers to manage. So
gear down, big shifter.
Yeah.
Well, the set size was too big and very complex. And we had one. Here's where the rubber meets the road on it. Specifically with Appalachian folklore, there was that one run where the mill screwed it up because the color, there are so many color changes. B, so many colors are very, very similar, very close to each other that the mill, in warping it up, actually screwed up one of the color sequences. So we called it oopsalachin, and sold it off for a little bit of a discount. But it does create challenges having that many changeovers and that many colors that close together in those type designs or in the Ogilvy or Airlie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, but would you rather wear Ogilvy or Shepherd check? Or McGregor?
The Rob Roy McGregor?
Yeah. Buffalo check.
Yeah.
Too complicated or too simple?
Yeah. No, there's a middle ground.
No, you have to choose one. You have to choose one.
I reject the premise of your question.
You're not fun.
No, I frankly, I would probably do Ogilvy if I had to do one of those. Yeah.
Okay.
Now, in fairness to Shepherd's check, it is a repeat of like not even an inch. So it's a very, very like TV staticky test pattern kind of look to it.
So Jordan, could you find us an image of Shepherd check? Don't put it on the screen until you find it.
Oh, he's got it here.
Okay.
He's
fire torpedoes.
And the site is. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said anything.
Good job, Marty. There you go.
Guys.
That's Shepherd's check.
Blow it up. Blow it up. Can you get bigger?
Can you blow it up?
Yeah, open image.
Hit Alt and then Alt and scroll button or scroll on your mouse.
Control.
Hold down or Control and scroll. There you go.
And now go back and forth.
Our viewership just dropped by 80%.
By the second. So,
Mac and the other kilt makers, I've never heard them complain about Ogilvy. I'm sure they do, but I definitely hear them complain about this every time an order comes in. It will make you go blind.
They've got to stare at it for 8 hours or whatever it is.
Yep. It's like one of those hidden picture puzzles.
Oh man.
Yeah.
It's
rough.
It's rough.
I see it for 12 seconds on TikTok Live, and I'm upset.
Very good. All right. So, Mr. Marty, any comments from the audience on the Ogilvy or?
Oh yeah.
Shall we move on?
Let's. I'll read off them in order. Steven Schrader said, "Leave that up. Where's my drugs?" David Kenny said, "Ouch, my eyes." Kevin said, "Will it scan as a code?" And me and Tree RV said, "Wife just said it looks like grape jam." So those are the reviews.
Okay. Grape jam.
I think your jam might be going off.
Yeah, don't eat that. Ian Ferguson said that one still looks better than Macmillan, which I don't know by name.
Okay. The Macmillan. Yeah, Macmillan.
Yeah.
Macmillan old. Yeah.
Looks like Cook's pants.
Cook?
Shepherd check looks like chef's
Oh,
pants.
chef's pants.
Oh,
Got it.
chef's
Yeah,
pants.
Shepherd's check. Absolutely, yes.
There we go.
Shepherd check.
Indeed.